Welcome, let's drift into the calm of tonight's bedtime tale. Lantana and Dahlia, A Night of Stars. This story is about a young girl named Lantana and her loyal dog Dahlia, who share a magical night under the stars and make a wish that their unbreakable bond will never change. Under the velvety canopy of the night sky, a young girl named Lantana and her loyal dog Dahlia set out on their nightly stroll. Lantana, with her golden hair and sparkling blue eyes, looked like a tiny star herself as she skipped along the path. Dahlia, a golden retriever, with a coat as shiny as spun gold, trotted beside her with her tail wagging merrily. The two best friends shared a bond that was as unbreakable as it was pure. Tonight was special, for tonight the stars seemed closer than ever before. Their light shimmered brightly, casting a magical glow over the fields and the forest path. Lantana pointed towards the sky, her eyes wide with wonder. "Look, Dahlia, the stars are so bright tonight," she exclaimed. Dahlia bobbed joyfully in reply, her eyes reflecting the starlight. They reached their favorite spot, a small hill overlooking the village. Lantana spread out a blanket, and she and Dahlia lay down, gazing up at the celestial display. She began to tell Dahlia the stories her grandmother used to share about the stars. "That one is the North Star," she said, pointing to the brightest one. Grandma said, "It's like a guide, always leading us home." Dahlia listened intently, her head resting on Lantana's lap. The night was filled with the harmony of the rustling leaves, the soft hiss of owls, and the distant murmur of the brook. As Lantana spoke, she felt a strange, comforting warmth wash over her, as if the stars themselves were wrapping her in a gentle embrace. She glanced at Dahlia, who seemed equally mesmerized by the stories and the twinkling lights above. After a while, Lantana grew silent, simply soaking in the beauty of the night. She closed her eyes, imagining what it would be like to be a star in the sky. Suddenly, a shooting star streaked across the darkness, leaving a trail of sparkling dust in its wake. "Make a wish, Dahlia," Lantana whispered fervently. Dahlia lifted her head as if understanding the gravity of the moment, and let out a soft, hopeful "ah." Lantana closed her eyes tight and made a wish of her own. In that silent wish, she asked for nothing more than for her bond with Dahlia to remain unchanged, and for them to share countless more nights under the stars. The shooting star disappeared, but its magic lingered in the air, filling their hearts with hope and joy. Slowly, the night deepened, and drowsiness began to creep in. The stars, like watchful guardians, twinkled softly above them. It wasn't long before both friends drifted into a deep sleep, their dreams intertwined with celestial wonders. The next morning, they awoke just as the sun began to rise, painting the sky with hues of pink and gold. Lantana took a deep breath of the fresh morning air and glanced at Dahlia, who yawned and stretched beside her. "We'd better head home, girl," she said with a smile. They made their way back to the village, the memories of their magical night under the stars warming their hearts. From that day on, whenever life seemed overwhelming, they would both remember that special night and the wish they had made under the stars, forever grateful for the unbreakable bond they share. Let's continue with the peaceful, gentle tale. Vinka and Ophelia, The Harmony of Two Worlds. This story is about the heartwarming friendship between a girl named Vinka and a star child named Ophelia, who discover the harmony between their worlds. In a distant land, where the skies were painted with endless hues and the grass whispered secrets with the breeze, lived a kind-hearted young girl named Vinka. Vinka had eyes that sparkled like the morning dew and a smile that radiated warmth. She spent her days wandering through the lush meadows, always on the lookout for something extraordinary. One starry night, as Vinka lay gazing at the heavens, She saw a streak of light cross the sky and land softly in the woods nearby. Intrigued, she followed the glow and stumbled upon a small being cradled in a coffin of shimmering stardust. The being was Achillia, a star shoot from a realm beyond the stars. Achillia had hair like liquid silver and eyes that held the universe. Despite their differences, Vinka reached out her hand and Achillia embraced it with a gentle touch. They quickly became friends, finding joy in each other's presence. Vinka told Achillia about the beauty of the earth, from the delicate petals of flowers to the calm of the flowing river. In return, Achillia shared the wonders of the cosmos, painting images with stardust that danced in the night. Together, they discovered the harmony between their worlds, realizing that despite their origins, they were not so different after all. As the days turned into weeks, their bond grew stronger. They celebrated their friendship with songs and dances, blending earthly melodies with celestial rhythms. Villagers who once feared the unknown soon embraced Achillia as one of their own, enchanted by the harmony the two friends brought to their lips. Every evening, Vinka and Achillia would sit beneath the great ancient oak, weaving tales of earthly adventures and celestial mysteries. Under the twinkling canopy of stars, they promised to remain friends forever, their hearts forever bound by the harmony they created. And so Vinka and Achillia's friendship became a legend told by old and young alike, a reminder that love and harmony could bridge any divide. The next story awaits, ready to ease your mind. Vignalia and the Little Explorer, a tale of patience. This story is about Magnolia, a kind-hearted woman, and Borage, a little explorer, as they discover the beauty of patience together in the village of Lochel. In the quiet village of Lochel, where the scent of magnolias always seemed to hang in the air, lived a kind-hearted woman named Magnolia. She had a garden full of colorful flowers and a miniature forest brimming with secrets. One misty morning, she met a curious little creature named Borage, a little explorer from a distant world. Borage was always in a hurry, scampering round in excitement at every new discovery he made. And Nadia noticed Borage's impatience as he darted from flower to flower, never stopping long enough to appreciate their beauty. Borage, why don't you pause for a moment? Magnolia suggested softly. Borage was puzzled, but there's so much to see. I can't waste time standing still. Magnolia smiled gently. Sometimes the greatest discoveries come when we take our time. That evening, Magnolia and Borage sat under the old oak tree, where she told him stories of the stars and the silent whispers of the wind. Borage listened intently, his eyes widening with wonder. Over time, Borage learned to slow down. He began to notice the delicate patterns on the butterfly wings, the subtle fragrance of each flower, and the tiny life forms inhabiting the garden. Vignalia's lessons imparted patience and the value of savoring each moment. Seasons changed, the garden flourished, and Borage grew wiser. He no longer rushed but instead moved with thoughtful grace. The bond between Magnolia and Borage deepened, rooted in their shared moments of quiet observation and discovery. One golden afternoon, Magnolia and Borage watched a caterpillar transform into a butterfly. Borage realized then how patience could unveil such miraculous beauty. As the butterfly took its first flight, Magnolia whispered to see Borage. The most wondrous things take time. From that day on, Borage cherished every moment and every discovery, teaching others in the village the beauty of being patient. The villagers soon followed suit, finding joy in the simple act of waiting and watching. And so, in the small village of Lochel, patience blossomed just as magnificently as the flowers in Magnolia's garden. Let's embrace the next chapter of tonight's journey. Bluebell and Bluebonnet, a tale of innocence. This story is about the unbreakable bond and innocent adventures of a kind-hearted girl named Bluebell and a wise tortoise called Bluebonnet in a picturesque village. In a quaint village nestled between lush green hills and gentle streams, there lived a kind-hearted girl named Bluebell. She had sparkling eyes the color of the summer sky and hair that danced like golden waves in the sunlight. One misty morning, as the dew-kissed flowers swayed in the breeze, Bluebell discovered a small tortoise by a babbling brook. His shell was adorned with patterns that looked like bluebonnets, so she decided to name him Bluebonnet. Bluebonnet was a wise and gentle creature who moved with a grace that belied his slow pace. The two became inseparable friends, spending countless hours exploring the world around them. They delighted in the simple pleasures of life, like watching the clouds form shapes in the sky and listening to the melodic hum of nature. Bluebell's laughter was a joyful symphony, while Bluebonnet's gentle advice was a soothing melody. One sunny afternoon, they stumbled upon an ancient oak tree whose branches seemed to touch the heavens. Curiosity bubbling, they decided to climb it together. Bluebell's nimble fingers and Bluebonnet's determined spirit made the climb seem effortless. As they reached the top, they were greeted by a breathtaking view that seemed to stretch into eternity. Birds with vibrant feathers soared below them, and the village looked like a tiny tapestry of love and warmth. Nesting there, Bluebell shared her dreams of adventuring beyond the village, while Bluebonnet spoke of the wisdom one gains from the paths less traveled. The stories intertwined, like the roots of the sturdy oak that held them. But as dusk approached, they knew it was time to return to the duck and to the comfort of their home. The journey back was filled with laughter and song, as the bond between them grew ever stronger. With every step, the world seemed to shimmer with the brightness of their innocent hearts. The moonlight guided their way, casting a silvery glow on the path ahead. They promised to always cherish these moments, no matter where their lives would lead. As they nestled into bed that night, Bluebell and Bluebonnet knew that their friendship would forever be a beautiful story etched into the heart of the village. Until we meet again, sleep peacefully.